Just about an hour away from Birmingham sits this 3,000 acre of land that has a long combination of historical moments that have been laminated in the history of NASCAR. Drivers that have somehow been able to not just survive, but conquer this Goliath of a racetrack that oozes speed, danger, excitement, and chaos. Being a NASCAR driver at this racetrack is the ultimate form of pure bravery, and today 12 drivers still contending in the chase for the championship will try to guide their way through 500 miles and hope for a path to glory. Welcome to the second race in the round of 12 of the 2024 NASCAR playoffs. It's the Yellawood 500 from Talladega Superspeedway in Lincoln, Alabama. And absolutely gorgeous weather here in Talladega, temperature in the mid to high 80s, only a 4% chance of rain and a slight wind east-northeast sitting at 6 miles per hour. Absolutely gorgeous weather to go racing here at NASCAR's scariest racetrack. Welcome everyone back to an episode of MDK RaceDay. My name is Jet. Hope we're having a wonderful day as we get you set and ready for race number 2 in the round of 12 of the NASCAR playoffs. Now, a lot of talk in terms of our news and notes was revolving around NASCAR and the lawsuit with 2311 Racing and Front Row. We have done videos about that this week. If you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll leave cards on the top right of your screen to go ahead and check out those stories. But if you have done that already, then you're all filled up on everything you need to know. Let's head into it with our playoff grid. Following the opening round of the round of 12 at Kansas, things got a bit shaky. William Byron now leads the top of the standings at plus 34. Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell tied at plus 28. Kyle Larson with his crash is now sitting at plus 18. Denny Hamlin now just plus 11. Getting to the danger zone a little bit. Alex Bowman plus 8. And Chase Elliott, Joey Logano tied at plus 4. Tyler Reddick, the regular season champion, now finds himself below the cut line at minus 4 after 3 consecutive races worse than 20th. Daniel Suarez sitting 10th in the standings, minus 14. Chase Briscoe, minus 25. And Austin Cindric in last, minus 29. But the scariest thing for these 12 drivers is that still, because of Ross Chastain's win, nobody is safe into the round of 8. Busch, the official beer of NASCAR and proud sponsor of the Busch Light Pole Award, given to the fastest driver at each NASCAR Cup Series event. Busch Light congratulates Michael McDowell for his 6th career pole, all happening in 2024, and sweeps the poles at Talladega this year with a speed of 183.63 miles per hour. Since 2020, Busch Beer has invested more than $70 million in becoming a premier sponsor of the NASCAR Cup Series. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the 2024 Yellawood 500. No surprise being at a super speedway. The fours take up the front row. Michael McDowell to his outside is a playoff driver, Austin Cindric, in the 2 car. Third place is Todd Gillen for Front Row Motorsports, and to his outside is Kyle Busch, the highest Chevrolet, in the 8 car in 4th. Row 3 has teammates from Team Penske, Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano, both playoff drivers. Row 4 has Austin Dillon in the 3 car, and Denny Hamlin, a former winner here in the 11 Toyota, with bringing up the rear in the top 10 is Harrison Byrne and Daniel Hemrick, good qualifying run for that 31 car, starting in the 10th position. Row 6 has Hendrick teammates, Chase Elliott, 2-time winner here at Talladega, and Kyle Larson just trying to find some good luck after a horrible run last Sunday at Kansas. Row 7, Brad Keselowski, another former winner here, and Tyler Reddick trying to rebound from his poor performance last Sunday. He has won here back earlier in the spring in the 45 Toyota. Row 8 has Ty Gibbs in the 54 car and William Byron, the points leader current at the moment, in the 24 ride. Row 9 has Shane Van Gisbergen return to the 16 car. Alongside is Ricky Bobby, Ryan Preece in the 41 Wonder Bread car. With bringing up the rear in the top 20 is Josh Berry, the rookie, to his outside is Chris Buescher in the 17 ride. Row 11 has Christopher Bell in the 20 car. Alongside him is Noah Gragson in the 10 car. Row 12 has Alex Bowman in the 48 car. Martin Truex Jr. competing in his final start here at Talladega. Row 13 is AJ Allmendinger and the 2021 Fall Talladega winner Bubba Wallace in the 23 ride. Also a new dad, congratulations to him. Row 14 has Ross Chastain, last week's winner, and Corey LaJoie in the 51 ride, with Legacy Motor Club teammates John Hunter Nemechek and Eric Jones in the top 30. And bring up the final 5 rows, Daniel Suarez in the 99 car with that beautiful neon Tootsie's pink car, alongside Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who won here back in 2017. Row 16 has Anthony Alfredo in the 62 ride, and Cody Ware in the Arby's Ford. Row 17 has Justin Haley and Chase Briscoe, the lowest playoff driver in the field, starting in the 36th position. Rookie Carson Hocevar, BJ McLeod make up row 19, and rounding out the 40 car lineup is Zane Smith, the rookie, alongside JJ Yeley in the 44 car. Here's a look at the opening odds to win here for the Yellawood 500. Ryan Blaney being a 3-time winner, sitting at the best odds at plus 800. His teammate Joe Logano, a former winner here, at plus 1100. Kyle Busch, a 2-time Talladega winner, at plus 1200. Elliott plus 1300. And Keselowski and Larson both sitting at 1400. Byron and Hamlin 1600. Michael McDowell at 1800. Christopher Bell and Bowman sitting at plus 2,000. And then 4 drivers, Reddick, Buescher, Wallace, and Cindric all sitting at plus 2,200. Briscoe at 2,500. Chastain and Truex at plus 2,800. Eric Jones at 3,000. And Ty Gibbs bringing up the rear at plus 3,500. Okay, so what can we expect here at Talladega? Let's first take a look at some drivers to keep an eye on. That is, let's start off with Tyler Reddick, who won here back in the spring, earlier this year. But the regular season champion finds himself in uncharted territory. Like I mentioned, he's currently riding a 3 consecutive race streak of finishes worse than 20th. Going to Talladega below the cut line can't be a good feeling, especially if you're the regular season champion like Tyler Reddick, who I think we all expected to be not an automatic lock, but to be fairly safe into the championship 4. Now, if you really think about it, the only driver that is relatively safe in a sense is William Byron. Even though he's not locked into the round of 8 yet, he does have a 34-point gap. So he's really the only one that has a little bit of breathing room, and maybe you can even throw in Ryan Blaney and Christopher Bell both sitting at plus 28. But when we come to Talladega, parity. If you're in it, you can win it. In the last 17 drafting tracks of the next-gen era, that includes Daytona, Talladega, and Atlanta, 10 wins have gone to Chevrolet, 6 to Ford, and 1 to Toyota. That Toyota was Tyler Reddick. So you would think that Chevrolet is the manufacturer to beat, but currently at the moment in 2024, you would say the advantage goes to Ford. The last 2 drafting tracks, Atlanta back in the beginning of the playoffs, was won by Joe Logano, and Harrison Burton a couple weeks before that winning at Daytona. And speaking of Ford, we have to talk about Ryan Blaney, the 3-time Talladega winner here, both won in 2019, 2020, and last year in 2023, that kind of helped begin his championship run. You have to look out for him. Since we've gone to the next gen era, in the last 5 Talladega races, he has had an average finish of 9th place with 2 second place finishes and a win. So he has been somehow extremely consistent. You could say a little bit of luck, but still very consistent to be able to have some really good finishes in the here at Talladega. And when you're 28 points above the cut line, you can get a little bit more risky with your moves. But still, if you're in it, you can win it. That's the thing with Talladega. What's also the thing with Talladega is if you're in it, you can wreck. I mean, we have seen big ones happen either at the beginning of the race or the ending of the race. You look at wrecks that may not even include major amount of cars. I look at what happened back in the spring at Talladega between the Toyota drivers with Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, John Nemechek. That whole stack-up issue took out 3 cars in the process. Denny Hamlin was also involved. So really, danger is everywhere that can happen here at Talladega. So you look at the playoff drivers that are in trouble. Reddick, Logano, Elliott, Bowman, Hamlin, they are pretty dangerous. I mean, they have to be very, very careful. However, when I look at drivers like Suarez, drivers like Briscoe, drivers like Cindric, in a weird way, I feel like they can be more aggressive because they are below the cut line. And let's be honest, outside of Briscoe, Suarez and Cindric probably don't have a chance at the Roval. Maybe not, but I could be wrong, but I just don't see them having the car, the way their season has gone, to be able to contend to have a really good finish and earn a lot of stage points at the Roval. So I look at Talladega as being their best opportunity to gain an advantage over their competition because you have guys like Hamlin, Bowman, and the ones I just mentioned earlier that are going to be a lot more conservative to not get caught up in an accident. Now, NASCAR is testing out a new aero package to help bring the cars down when they flip, when they get sideways. I just have to mention this, that when you're racing at speeds in excess of 160, 70, 80 miles an hour, cars are going to flip. So I appreciate NASCAR for trying to do what they can to keep the cars down, but listen, the cars will flip. I feel like a car is going to flip today. There's a chance that could happen. A car will be upside down. That's just how it is. That's just how physics works. So I appreciate NASCAR for what they're trying to do, but I just don't think it's going to work out. In terms of the actual racing, I do think that stage 1 is going to play like what has always played out at Daytona and Talladega, and that is fuel conservation mode. They're going to just save fuel to make it to the end of stage 1. But as for the ending of the race, we're going to see 2x2, like a 2x2 freight train, because of the way the air package is built. If you step out of line, it's like a parachute, and you go immediately to the back. you're going to see drivers fight very hard to stay up front, because if you do fall to the back, you're not going to get back up towards the front. So I feel like if a big one were to occur, it's going to occur at the front of the field, because drivers are going to be fighting their best, their damnness, to make sure that they stay up front, because they know if they get sent to the back, they're not going to be able to recover. So that part is going to be very interesting as to how the drivers sort of protect themselves to stay up front. But overall, I think it will be an exciting race at Talladega, because you do have that mixture of drivers trying to salvage their season just to get a win, to have something good come their way. Combine that with the playoff drivers just trying to survive and make it into the round of 8. Is a recipe for uncontrolled chaos. So I'm excited to see what happens there. As for my pick to win, I'm not going to pick a winner. I really don't know. But I do think it's going to be a Ford driver. I think it'll be a Ford non-playoff driver. That's who I think is going to win. No idea who it is, though. Yeah, that's it for this episode of MDK Race Day. Let me know, what do you think is going to happen in the comment section down below, and who do you think will win at Talladega? Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. As always, make sure you check back later tonight for MDK Racing Victory Stop, recapping everything that happened at Talladega. But until next time, my name is Jet from MDK. Thanks for watching.